Hey guys, James here from Honest Cigar Reviews. Happy St. Patrick's Day, and guess what I'm smoking? Some Lane BS-005. So let's get into it. Alright, so here is the Lane BS-005. As you can see, it's from 9/28/2014, so has quite a bit of age on here, about a year and a half, I guess. And yeah, this is probably the best way to store pipe tobacco, in my opinion. Let's take a look, shall we? Let's dump a little out so you can kind of see. So yeah, this is a pretty, I'd say, I don't know, a pretty average cut. Sometimes you get some shaggy pieces like that are really long. Sometimes you get chunks like this. Sometimes you get just kind of like the standard ribbon cut. And you'll find a few twigs in here every once in a while, but nothing too bad. Really, it smokes all right for what it is. I mean, you know, these larger pieces, they smoke pretty well. I'd say this came a little dry. Here's a little stick. But overall, it's a pretty good smoking blend here. Lots of dark Latakias. There's some like yellow, red looking pieces. Maybe some, I'm assuming there's like maybe some Turkish or Orientals as well. But overall, just I guess a pretty standard sort of shaggy ribbon cut kind of mix. And that's about it. Of course, the ultimate question is, how does it taste? Overall, in one word, I would say this is very creamy. Latakia, when it combusts, it has that sort of creamy, sort of creaminess to it. I can't really describe it. It's almost like, it's sort of cigarish in nature, but maybe more smoky. And then I'm sure there's Turkish tobaccos in here. There's Virginias, obviously. And those combust, those get like a little bit more sweetness, almost like a caramelized sweetness, which I really, really like. It has some, yeah, woodsy character, maybe some grassiness from the Virginias. And then I think overall it's just a little bit of sweetness in there that I really like. And the aroma is probably my favorite part about it. I don't really know what it is, but it has a nice refreshing aroma to it. The room note is very fresh, if that makes any sense. I know there's no flavoring in it because, well, there's no detectable flavoring because it's very dry. It's a very dry bowl. It burns down to a nice fine dottle. Super dry smoke. This would probably be really good with like a coffee, maybe like a soda or something. But yeah, right there I just had some sort of caramel flavor. Very, very good. And you know, it's not like super exciting. There's not a lot of complexity. There's not a lot going on for it. It's probably medium bodied, maybe. I'd say this is probably like sort of similar to maybe like a Frog Morton or like an early morning pipe. Maybe just more Latakia. But for how cheap it is, it's a great tobacco. It's like $2 an ounce or something like that, $2.50 maybe. I bet it's pretty similar to Crown Royal, or no, Crown Achievement. Lane's Crown Achievement. I bet it's similar to that. It also sort of reminds me of my Mixture 965. And again, that's like at least twice as expensive as this stuff. So, you know, if you don't know what you want to smoke as far as like in English, I normally go toward this. You know, you really can't go wrong. And you know, I think this has been, you know, because I've had it for over a year, it's been getting, the aging process has made it a little creamier. And I don't know, I mean, I light it a few times and it stays lit quite a long time, you know. Smoking my Chris Morgan Bones pipe, and I've had maybe 4 bowls out of it, and it's taking on a lot of cool color. So I'm just trying to break it in a little bit. This is also a good blend if you're like reading a book or something and you don't want to focus too much on your pipe. It's just, it stays lit. It's not very complex, but it's very consistent, very enjoyable. So I'd highly recommend it. Again, you can't go wrong for how cheap it is. And worst case scenario, you're out $2, you know what I mean? Thank you guys for watching and have a wonderful St. Patrick's Day.